Hey, MJ here, and I want to share with you my latest project. This deck is called Symbolically Speaking. I just nailed down the name yesterday. I've been working on this project for quite some time, and this is a 78 card oracle deck where it's all symbols, and you read them very similarly to like Elaine Normand. But let's dive in because I pulled these 6 cards this morning to do a reading for the collective, which I posted on Instagram this morning. But I thought I'd create this video for YouTube for those of you who have moved off the meta platforms. So let's dive in here. We first start off with Buck. That was the first card I pulled. And keep in mind, this is a mock-up deck I made. Your deck from an actual printer will look 100 times better. All right, we start off here with Buck, and that represents masculine, outward energy. It's that part of us that steps forward. It engages with the world. There's a hint of, cockiness at times with the Buck energy, with that masculine energy. But then I pulled Sun, and that softens it, and it makes it more warm and receptive. So you feel confident. You're getting that energy, that energizing ray of sunlight that mellows maybe the aggression of the Buck, but keeps you confident. And then it also opens you up to receivership. And that's where this gift came in. And I was like, this is wonderful. Everything is looking so good. Everything's coming up Millhouse right now. Feeling confident. We've got some sun energy. We're getting presents. We're open to receiving these presents. And then Scissors shows up. And so this symbol, the symbol of scissors, that represents a decisive change, a cut, cutting the cord. Something that maybe once felt secure, now you're separating yourself from it. You're releasing yourself. And then to add insult to injury, knife came up right after scissors. And so knife is that hard truth. It can hurt, it can sting. It could be words, an argument where somebody, says some hurtful words that causes a pain that is different than just an argument. It's where they go below the belt. It's where they try to use words to hurt you. So now we have a separation. We have this disagreement that's become hurtful. The last card is Needle. And so here, this offers an opportunity to mend. So maybe things got said in the heat of the situation. Maybe, when you were expressing a need for boundaries, maybe the language wasn't as nuanced, or maybe you weren't thinking about the other person's feelings, or they weren't thinking about your feelings. However it is, words were exchanged, feelings were hurt, but needle at the end indicates that there is an opportunity for mending. Needle represents putting things together, stitching or repairing something that has become frayed or separated. And so at the end here, it may mean that this is a relationship worth saving, worth mending, but there's a lot of discussion that needs to go on about what caused this desire, this break, or this need for separation, or to create boundaries, and how communication works within the relationship. Because there's, at the top here, it's so positive. So something's breaking down, but there is an opportunity to mend it before it frays too far. Anyway, this is the deck. The counterpart to Buck, we have Doe, which is female energy. There's Curtain when you're concealing something, or if you're in denial, you're in avoidance, you're closing the curtains. We have Crown. Crown is authority. Coin represents, it could be chance, or it could also literally indicate money. We have Altar, which is, religion, your belief, things that you hold sacred. We have Rainbow, which represents the awe, that we should experience, I feel, daily. It's that moment when we feel humble, we feel small in a vast universe. We have Papaya, which, of course, maybe not of course, but indicates sex and sensual pleasure. We have Telephone, which is receiving or giving messages, communication. We have Tears, and this is emotions that swell up, whether they be a positive, like joyful emotion when you see someone you haven't seen in a long time, or you're going through a major life change that moves you in a better place, or it could be emotions that swell during hardship. Star, we have hope, Squirrel, which is storing away, planning for the future. Shoe, walking away. We have scales, justice. Robin is youthful energy, spring. Ring is commitment. Raven is crossing the veil, getting information from the other side, listening to your intuition. Beach is retreat. Moon is illusion. Mask is where we act performatively, where we don't want people to see our true intentions, or someone doesn't want you to see their true intentions, so they wear a mask. Ghost is our memories from the past that keep coming up and haunting us, or perhaps something that holds us back to an event that we can't change. Games literally means play, or it could also indicate strategy. Backpack is the heavy stuff that we carry because we need to, because we want to get to the end. But it's also something we could put down if we wanted, or if it was essential. But at the end of the day, we choose to carry this because it matters to us. Dog is loyalty, friendship. Door, walking through an opportunity, choosing to take a different path. Dove is peace. Fan and mask are different in that mask conceals as performative, whereas fan can be fanning the flames. It could be someone who is hiding from view. They're saying something, they're speaking, but they don't really want you to know who it is. Fish is tradition. It's abundance. Nest is birth, fertility. Leash is control. Stew is bringing ideas or situations together, people together, blending. Flashlight is seeing something that was once hidden. Fox is clever and cunning, also strategic. Fern is something that grows in the dark. Book is learning, education, gaining wisdom, curiosity. Tree is roots and foundation. Watch is time. Web is getting stuck in something, unable to move. Whistle is warning. This white flag is truce, when you need to concede a point, when you give up. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long. Badger is, being aggressive, going after something, not giving up. So this is the deck. This crow is trickery and being mischievous in a fun way, not malicious. But anyway, this is the deck, and it comes with a guidebook that explains how to read the cards in pairs and in threes, and stringing sentences together. And anyway, hope you're doing well, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.